I am Erica Bauman. I am an agent at Aevitas Creative Management. I have been with them since 2015, so coming up on 10 years now, which is wild to think about. I'm a big fan of horror. I'm very happy that horror is having a moment. And for me in particular, like summer always makes me think of like scary campfire stories. So I really love scary stories this time of year.
Mhm.
Um, and it's funny, I was having this conversation with a couple of my colleagues the other night because I love horror. I'm the biggest scaredy cat though. And they're actually helping me build up my tolerance to watch horror movies because I can't.
Oh,
Um, for me, it's like the gore. I can't hit my brain can't process that when I watch it. Um, but I love jump scares and really weird creaturey, supernatural stuff. So that kind of translates over to my reading taste as well, where I really love horror that again is like very personal, and maybe not vast and epic, but has very personal stakes to the characters, and explores kind of the horrors of existence in a very relatable way. But maybe not super gory because I am sensitive.
what kind of horror in particular do you think is really having a moment like now?
Ooh, I this may be twinged with a bit of personal bias, but I think horror that I think it's being referred to as socially conscious horror, horror that's either inspired by like a certain aspect of life or a certain aspect of identity that it takes, what's going on in the world these days and it gives it that twist that heightens the unreality of it or the horrificness of it in a very specific way. I think that, like Jordan Peele does it so, so well, like top of the genre, but um kind of an older reference, but a movie like It Follows is one of my favorites, or The Babadook, which is a great one, which that one in particular, it's taking grief and creating a physical manifestation of the idea of grief and depression and having that on characters and haunt them, I think is a very pointed way of exploring something that is deeply relatable to so many people. Um, through a lens that, you know, it's not as closely tied and realistic because I don't think a physical manifestation of grief is going to chase me around my apartment anytime soon. But it's relatable in the sense while also creating that distance where it's like, okay, I can step back and see the fantastical element of it, but I can also relate on a deeply emotional level.